fix your marriage. It's not going to be as easy as some women are telling other women that it is.
I would not want to date as a 40-year-old because you're already going to have those, or even anyone, even 35.
Right.
Because it's not super enjoyable as a 20-year-old. Get the respect back for your husband, and your relationship can be even better than when you first got married or when you first started dating. Like,
Exactly.
And that's way better to rekindle or even enhance the situation, the relationship that you were in already, than trying to go find an even smaller needle in a haystack. I would say a grain of sand in a haystack.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
I agree.
but I think one of the things that I wanted to say also is kind of the message to women that are older too, and because I see this a lot, is that women that are already married right now that are older, fix your marriage, because you think, and this is actually maybe the worst lie that a lot of women tell each other, is that, oh, yeah, you can just get a divorce and then find another man.
They say that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. It's pretty delusional, but it's not going to be easy, especially if you have kids in tow. And so rather than trying to be like, oh, I'm going to just find another man, try to fix the relationship that you're in. Try to work and become that, read the books that we said and do that, because that's a much better road than being single at 40 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I mean, if you are, you are, but it's not going to be as easy as some women are telling other women that it is.
Well, here's a PSA to women who are in this boat, these older women. As a 20-year-old, dating sucked.
Yeah.
There is no world where I would want to be 40 having to date. Right. I've already told you that if you and I don't work out, which isn't going to happen, but I'm going to go live in a little cottage and have dogs. That's it. I'll be happy. Like in that. But, I would not want to date with, like you said, because you are going to have baggage. Like there are going to be unavoidable baggage. Like if you have kids.
Right.
Or, if you have gone through a lot of stuff in life. And yes, you need to work on those things and you need to go to therapy. If you need therapy, you need to watch those podcasts. If you need to watch this podcast, you need to figure out, you need to watch other podcasts on, emotional intelligence and healing yourself and growth mindset or whatever it is you need. Right. Like you should be doing those things.
Right.
But, I would not want to date as a 40-year-old because you're already going to have those, or even anyone, even 35.
Right.
Because it's not super enjoyable as a 20-year-old. And the part that's not enjoyable, because again, I'm not trying to like contradict what I said in the other one. Like you should make dating a fun experience and a learning experience. But it's not fun as a woman to invest in men who aren't investing back in you.
Right. Yeah.
Or get your hopes up about a guy you really like, but he didn't like you back.
Right.
And if you're older, and some of those guys might be able to get some of the younger girls. And so you're dealing with people your age and younger girls. Yeah. Whereas when you're 20, there might still be older women that are, dating the same people you're dating, but like you said, you have a higher advantage just because of biology, just because of how you look, just because of the superficial.
Yeah.
So any woman that thinks they can just leave their husband and find someone else doesn't really know what the dating scene is like. And to be honest, just the dating scene in 2025 seems like even more of a nightmare than when I dated when I was in my 20s.
Right, exactly.
So... I'm not saying don't leave the situation you're in as an older woman if you're being abused
of course.
Or if you're being cheated on and you want to leave.
Yeah.
Obviously, those things are valid.
Right.
But like you said, the better thing to do is to try to, if you are married, talking to these women, instead of being like, I'll just go find a new one, try to fix your relationship if you're not in one of those situations where you should leave. Get the respect back for your husband.
Yep.
And your relationship can be even better than when you first got married or when you first started dating.
Yeah.
And that's way better to rekindle and even enhance the situation, the relationship that you were in already, than trying to go find an even smaller needle in a haystack. I would say a grain of sand in a haystack.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And read the books that we said, like watch our episode on the surrendered wife or the empowered wife. Read those books. It will help. And obviously watch the podcast, and because that we're just focused on helping you build a better relationship.
Right.
And we talk to both men and women, and we equally slap y'all around.
I
So
mean,
like
it
if you're
takes
upset
two.
at if you're a woman upset at us today, don't worry, next episode the men will be upset. So because we're speaking the truth as best as we can. So
and no one here is saying that value your values and your looks.
no, it's
Not
not.
once.
It's not true.
If anything, we're saying the opposite is that you have to have value as yourself as a person.
Right.
Over anything else.
But you have to be grounded in reality. That's all we're trying to say, is that like you have to realize how the world works and understand that.